Get started, I just want to check if everyone can hear me okay. So if you can hear us, can you just let us know in the comment box? Just type your name and let us know that you can actually hear us.
If you can hear us, would you be so kind just to type in your name or just say, oh, hi.
Oh, great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we look like we've got you. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Jane, we've got Dave. Hi, Jim. Welcome all. And many more. Fantastic. Lovely.
Great. Okay, let's get started. It's Amy here, and I've got Jenny with me.
Hello, guys.
So today we wanted to talk to you about how you can play a part in turning Christmas shopping into spending for good. So we'll talk about how you can get involved in the Easy Fundraising Christmas campaign, More Than a Gift, how you can use social media to tell your Christmas fundraising story, and how you can encourage your supporters to share your content and spread the word for you. Now, I just want to warn you, I am dressed as an elf today, so if you keep hearing a bit of jingling, that's because I'm covered in bells, so I do apologise if that gets distracting.
Amy, are you going to put a nice picture up of yourself on Facebook later on?
Yeah, when we host the webinar on the blog after, we'll pop a picture up of the elf festivities we've got going on here today.
That's great.
So, Christmas, as we know, busiest time of year here at Easy Fundraising. Your supporters' Christmas shopping is going to be in full swing by now, and there's loads of donations out there to collect. Our Easy Fundraisers helped us turn Black Friday into Give Back Friday by raising £37,000 for good causes in just one day. This is a huge achievement, and we really wanted to say thank you to everyone that was involved. So we know from research that our causes that use social media have been raising 6 times more. And the biggest shopping days, they might be behind us, but there's still loads and loads of opportunities out there for your supporters in their last minute shopping, in their Christmas party wear, in their food orders. There's loads of donations still out there, so it's really key that you keep getting the word out there and keep letting people know that they can give more than a gift. Jenny's got extensive knowledge about all of the great deals and offers out there, and I wondered if you could mention a few that they might be able to share with their supporters.
Yeah, I'd love to, Amy. Yeah, I'm one of the fundraising coaches, so I speak to people who've just registered recently with Easy Fundraising, give them some help and some tips on how to get going. So if you don't mind, I'd like to show you what Amy's been talking about, some ideas on how to keep your supporters involved and remind them on a regular basis that they can collect these donations, particularly this time of year. So I'd like to do that by just going on to our website. So if you just follow me for a second. Now, if you're on an iPad at home, I don't think you'll be able to see this, so I do apologize for it. But if you aren't, and if you're on the computer laptop, you should be able to see our Easy Fundraising page. Now, at the moment, we're looking at Nick's page, who supports Powerbrook Cup Pack. But what I really want to look at with you is what you all have at home yourself when you sign into your own Easy Fundraising account, is this section up here where it says Promote My Cause. Most of you will be aware that this is where you can find all our communication tools that we've put together for you to help you, to let your supporters know to come on board, to help you collect the donations, but also tools to remind your supporters, particularly in this time of year, to collect all those valuable donations for your charity and good cause. So we just click on Spread the Word, and if you're familiar with this page, you know that on the top here we've got the link where your supporters can sign up to. So that's the link you want to send out. That's the link you want to use in your social media messages as well. So if we're scrolling down, what I'd like to show, we'll have a quick look at that one in a minute, but I just wanted to make you aware of those little instant messages that you can remind your supporters regularly on picking up those donations. So we're here now at the sections that's called Facebook and Twitter. We've put up one example of each, so one Facebook post that you could instantly share, or a tweet symbol, a Twitter message, sorry. So you just click on the green View More Posts, and you'll see every single option we've got available for you. Now, on a regular basis, we'll update, and Amy's just informed me that there's going to be a few more on here as well over the next few days and next couple of weeks. But as I was scrolling down the page a little bit, you'll see a lovely little one called Help Out When You Check Out Facebook post. So the idea is you simply just share it on your Facebook page. Now, I'm not a wizard of Facebook, but Amy had done a webinar previously that I was helping out with, and she's told me that when you use the share button, it will go automatically on your own Facebook profile.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that right, Amy?
Yeah.
I've learned well. If you've got a Facebook page for your own good cause, you simply highlight the text and you just copy and paste it onto your Facebook page.
Yeah.
So let your supporters know that they can help out by checking out using Easy Fundraising. There's another lovely little one. Don't forget to get that free donation when you shop online this Christmas. It's just so key. And, you know, you can give them ideas where they can pick up these donations. And I think that's what you're asking me, Amy, to share some ideas. You know, if your supporters are stuck for an idea and they're looking at maybe Groupon, let them know they can pick up a 7% donation when they're ordering their Christmas turkey. Maybe they're using Waitrose or Sainsbury's. Waitrose give £1 every time you do an online food order with them. Sainsbury's give you a 50p donation for your grocery shopping. Maybe you're looking for a new outfit and you're a bit last minute. You know, if you're visiting ASOS, you get 2.5% donation. If you're looking for something a bit more posh, even Vivienne Westwood gives a donation, 3%. But you're looking perhaps at a more special or memorable gift, like a bracelet from Pandora. Pandora's websites is another one that will give you a donation. You're looking at a 4.5% donation. So, you know, your donations can come in still quick and fast, even at this time of year. You know, we're quite close to Christmas, and a lot of people will have done their shopping. But even myself, last night, I still had to do quite a bit of online shopping, and picked up a donation from Amazon and from Argos. Your party food, maybe you're a member of the PTA or of the swimming club, you're organising a Christmas fair. If you need maybe some little gifts for your Santa Grotto, check out the Works. They give a 7.5% donation. So just some ideas here for you, Amy.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. Amy also asked me earlier to show you the Christmas fundraising tools. So these are all the messages we've got available for you. If we just go back a step, that will bring you back on our Spread the Word page. And then we'll go up to the top. In here, you'll find your Christmas fundraising pack. So what you'll find in there's a lovely little colouring poster that you can upload the link in, that link that we just looked at, the one up here. So you put in your own charity's link, obviously. You'll find some more social media posts for you instantly to share. There's some copy in there, so if you're just about to send out a newsletter, or maybe the weekly newsletter from school is going out, or from your nursery group or play group or church, make sure that you take that precious moment right now to let every supporter know that they can still help you. And obviously in January as well, but you know, we're talking about Christmas at the moment.
Okay, great. So let's take us back over to the presentation.
Yep.
So this year we're calling our Christmas campaign More Than a Gift. Basically, we're trying to let people know that finding the perfect gift is the hard part, but raising a donation is free. So any of these messages that you use, anything that you put out there, if you use that hashtag More Than a Gift, then that will be tagged up as part of a wider conversation. We'll get more traction, we'll get a wider reach, and people will feel part of a movement and part of a collective, all working towards the same thing. Sharing your Christmas fundraising story will really help set the context for your supporters. I've been looking around and seeing how some of our causes have been talking about Christmas and how they're raising and how they've been getting involved. There's a couple of examples you'll see on the screen where people have contacted their local news outlets and sent them a press release about how the donations that they're raising this Christmas through Easy Fundraising will help them to continue the good work that they do. That can give you a lot of extra exposure, and you know, Christmas is a time where people, they like to they want to feel part of something and they want to know that they're doing good. So being able to get that out there, perhaps. We do have a press release template on the website that you can download and just tweak and add in a bit of information about yourself. And you can just send that off to your local newspaper, and then they can follow up with you for any pictures or if they wanted to get that out there. And another great thing is if you do get that out there onto their websites, into the papers, another great piece of content that you can then use on your own social media channels.
That's actually, if you don't mind me, so one of the coaches is speaking, not me, but one of our colleagues who was speaking recently to an animal charity who took that step, and they went on the Spread the Word page, the page that we just looked at together, and she picked up one of those templates and she actually sent it in, and she got 20 people responding just to that article alone, people she never even came across to, who then signed up. They read the article. It was an animal sanctuary, and they were just so chuffed to bits that the paper took the opportunity to post their article, and from that they got new supporters on board. So yeah, definitely,
it's great because it's got that, the local media will have an interest, and it's that localized connections that will really help you widen that exposure. You can also, when you're posting on Facebook, you can see some examples here where, whilst we've got great images that you can share from our site, it's also, if you use your own images and show people what it is that the money you raise is going toward, that really helps show exactly what's going to happen. It really sets context for your supporters. And then I think it's about evidence as well. So tell people what your fundraising target is. Tell them how far along you are. Tell them what more you need to do. And just keep evidencing it. Every month I've been sending you your cause stats, showing that all the progress that you're making. Use those to help you tell your story. So I wanted to talk to you about how you can encourage your supporters to share, how you can get them to share your content. One of the things, just skip the slide, sorry, is what you need to do is ask them. If you want somebody to do something, the easiest thing is just to ask them. So if you ask people to retweet in the tweet, then you'll get 51% more retweets on average. That's an industry stat that's being used a lot at the moment. And including calls to action encourages sharing and engagement. So you could try something like a thumbs up if you agree with this, or you can ask people to add their comments on one of your Facebook posts. So perhaps try posting a question with your posts and explicitly say to people, let us know your answer in the comments. That gives somebody a reason to engage with that post rather than passively see it in a timeline. If they start to engage, then that means that Facebook's algorithm sees that as a big tick and it starts to serve it to more people, and it helps you spread that message wider. Another great way of getting people to share is tweets that include images are 94% more likely to be shared, according to a recent study that a company called Social Bakers have done. And a Facebook post that has a photo is 53% more likely to get shared. So it's all about having that visual imagery. People like to share pictures that mean something to them.
And so would you suggest for them to put up their own images of things that are closer, or the easy fundraising, or a mixture? Or?
It's a balance of both. The ones that we offer up on the site, they get the message across, they explain the model, they explain how easy fundraising works, but they can be a bit generic, and sometimes it's good to mix it up between as you can see on the screen, we've got a cat protection charity. That picture of a kitten is much more impactful, because they can see what their donations will be going towards.
So if you're fundraising for a new little slide at your nursery, you might want to put up a little slide saying, let's try and get to that target of £75 as quick as possible so we can get that new little slide, or
exactly. That's it.
I see.
And it's always, whatever you post on social media, it's always think about your audience. Is it something that they would want to share? Is it something that they can engage with? And always have them at front of mind. Now, recently Facebook extended the character limit of how much you could put into a post. So you used to be only allowed to use 420 characters, and now you can use 5,000 characters. There's a huge difference.
Like writing a book, an essay.
Well, they wanted people to move more towards using it as blogging and keeping content within Facebook rather than sending people out and away from the site. So you could try writing a mini blog post within your actual Facebook page. I've got an example here of somebody that does this really well. So there's a Facebook page called Humans of New York. You might have heard of them. They've recently had a lot of coverage because they've been sharing the stories of people that have been involved with the refugee crisis. And what they do is they interview these people, they take some really strong imagery, and then they share them across their Facebook page. And they'll put somebody's story out over a couple of hours or a couple of days, and this could be 3, 4, 5 posts even. And they use this long form content. So you start reading the post, you have to click to expand the post, which is telling Facebook that you're interested, you're engaging with it. And then they use this tactic of not just saying it all in one post, they'll use, like I say, 3, 4 posts. And they'll make that clear at the top of the post to say this is 1 of 4. So you know that you might see that filter into your timeline. You've engaged with it, and then you're going to go to their Facebook page to find out the rest of the story.
So clever. Mm.
And it's really that people investing time in reading something. If it's touched them, they're then going to be more likely to go and share that with their friends and their family and their online community. And then I think this is a particularly good example because they have such strong imagery that really does help tell that story. So try some of these tactics. I've put you together a list of these sort of key takeaways. Like I said, you've got causes who use social media, they raise 6 times more. We know that. We've done a big piece of research. We've looked at all our causes, and everybody that uses social media know that people that spread the word on social media will raise 6 times more for their good cause. I've mentioned it earlier, but using that hashtag more than a gift when you're asking your supporters to get involved with the Christmas campaign and to do their Christmas shopping through easy fundraising, it helps them feel part of a bigger, wider movement. And it really does explain it to them. It is, you have got the ability to give more than a gift this Christmas by shopping through easy fundraising. Use those images, use your relevant images, find things that mean something to you and mean something to your audience, and keep adding them into your posts. Set your target, tell your supporters your fundraising target, how much you want to raise this Christmas, and just keep an eye on the website and you'll see the numbers go up. And when people have reported back after Black Friday, their cause stats were rocketed because they had so many people shopping. And in just the space of a weekend, you can see those numbers go up so quickly. And now is really the time to keep an eye on them and start to tell people, if you're getting £20, £30 extra over a weekend, keep telling people and keep that momentum going.
I think also what we sometimes say, like even if you're making your own little purchase and you're getting, let's say, for example, 30p from John Lewis or £1.50, I know they're not extortionate numbers, but it's those little messages can be so strong to your own supporters to say, listen, it is the 50p that is really valuable to our charity. It's that 70p that we get from Argos when you buy something online. So your post, when you put something up there, it can be just a simple, fantastic, I just got 45 pence from Tesco's when I bought something from Tesco Direct. Because I think people can identify with that, thinking, oh, I could get that donation for the cat rescue place or, for the swimming club.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is that kind of every little helps scenario, and it's the fact that it doesn't cost anybody anything.
No.
So even if it is 20p, well, God, imagine if everybody did it.
I know.
We were talking about how much could be raised on Black Friday if we could get every person in the UK to shop on that one day through the Easy Fundraising website. And it was
14 million
pounds. Effectively for free because people were shopping anyway. So we know it works. We know that it all adds up, and it just really is about communicating that message, just making sure people don't forget, because it is a really busy time.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that your cause is top of mind with them. You want to make sure that you are, with social media, you are dripping into their timelines. If there is one time where you're allowed to shout a little bit louder and talk a bit more about that you're raising with Easy Fundraising, or all the great things that your donations are going to be going towards this Christmas, now is the time. You can kind of get away with it. I mean, we often suggest don't post too much because you turn people off, but now is the time where if you want to shout a little bit louder, you can.
Yeah.
And like I say, just keep letting people know what those donations are going to go towards and how that they've already helped. Because if you can get people to sort of associate between buying a gift on Amazon to being able to rehome a certain amount of kittens this Christmas, or being able to put on the school fair, all of those things that are relevant to your cause or to your charity, you can really use what you've already raised or what you're hoping to raise to tell that story. Like I've mentioned, keep your supporters in mind. Tell it in a way that they would want to know. You don't always have to use the posts and the copy that we put out there for you. They're to give you an idea, but it's your voice and it's your story. So it's all about using the channels that you've got to tell people and to communicate with your supporters. And then ask them to share. Ask them to help you spread the word. Ask them to retweet your posts. Ask them to use that share button on Facebook. If you ask them, then they're more likely to do it. Try this longer form content that we've just mentioned. See how that works for you. See if you can tell your story in a longer way, or if you've got blog posts, put them up there, put them into your Facebook page. See if you start to see some changes in the way that people are responding. And look for that emotional response with everything you put out there. Really be relevant, and like I said, you want to invoke an emotion from people in your social media activity, and that way people will respond and they will go on and share, and ultimately you'll be spreading the word much further. So those are a few things that you can try this Christmas. We've still got plenty of time before people stop doing their shopping.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
I always think I'm finished, and then the next I think, oh, I haven't got something for so and so. It's on the last minute, and then the neighbour still needs something, and you get a last minute party invite, and you're like, oh, still need to get something more. Yeah, it just keeps going, doesn't it? And then we got New Year as well. Got New Year's parties.
yeah, it's just all about spreading the word. Does anybody have any questions? If you have, you can just write them in the comment box, and we'll respond to you. Is there any questions?
Oh, I hope it sounded clear.
Hopefully you can still hear us.
Yeah, that would be good as well. But yeah, thank you very much.
Jim's got a question.
Oh, Jim. Right. Okay. He's just informed he's typing the question. That's great. So we'll just hold on a second. That's brilliant. So yeah, just while he's typing his question, I just thought if you haven't ordered any wine yet for Christmas, Majestic Wines are on our website. Tesco Wines give a donation. Let me think, who else can give you donations? Waitrose, John Lewis. Marks and Spencer's, Argos Early Learning Centre, Mother Care, but let me see, Janine, Lakeweight, yeah, that's another really good one as well, so lots there.
We tend to share.
There is Jim with his question.
We share some of these offers on the Facebook page for Easy Fundraising, so you can always check out those because they're always focused on those big donations. So Jim's question,
if we have any pre-printed cards or posters to help share the message. Yes, we definitely have, Jim. I'm actually going to show you where you can find the posters and flyers, and I'm hoping that that's the ones you're kind of looking for. Let me just swap back to that to our website.
They're not pre-printed in that we won't be able to post them out to you, but they are all set ready for printing in the right format that you can then go and print them off as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Amy. Yeah, if you meant pre-printed, yeah, we don't, but we have got the posters and the flyers available that you can print. So they're fantastic. If you can click on there, you'll get to see a huge selection. There's more than 20 of them. The one I always really like particularly is the Easy Peasy one, which is a great one to use throughout the whole year. During the Christmas period, obviously, is used one of the Christmassy ones. And when you click on download, you will actually get the option to add your own logo of your charity or good cause up here. And also, what you don't see because it's black just now, but once you download it, you can actually add that unique link that we've given your charity or good cause for your supporters to sign up to. So I'll just scroll back down again to the posters and the flyers here. There's also a lovely little thank you poster available on the website. So if you click through and you scroll down to the bottom, you see a thank you. It might be an idea to put that up in January or, you know, just after Christmas, saying thanks, guys, for all that I have signed up. And if people read it who didn't maybe use Easy Fundraising for your charity during the Christmas period, they can sign up at any time. And on the page that we were earlier, the spread the word page, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll find out little handout cards. Let me see what Emma's. So Jim, I hope that makes sense. Anything that you want to use communication tool-wise, whether it's handout cards, posters, flyers, presentations, if you wanted to do that, you'll find them all on the spread the word page. And Emma sent in a question as well. We've taken over a ranger unit that has Easy Fundraising set up, but we don't know any of the details as the person has set it up and has left. Is there any way of getting this reset so we can start? Absolutely, Emma. Yes, we can. I'm just trying to think how we're going to get in touch with you, Emma. Emma, we should have your email address when you registered to listen into the webinar. So I'll get in touch with you personally via email, Emma. I'll need to ask a couple of more details of your ranger unit that used Easy Fundraising, so we can pick up and then we can transfer some of the contact details to you. So not a problem at all. Brilliant. And Jim, I'm glad you've you found it useful. That's brilliant. Great. And also, Jim, I'll get in touch with you then personally as well. Jim also mentioned that he's got a group that has registered in the past, but they've moved on with the contact details. Thank you, Emma, for sending in your email address. I'll get in touch with you very soon. I'll try and get in touch with you later today, and otherwise it'll be first thing tomorrow.
So that's great. If nobody's got any more questions or anything specific to social media you want to ask, if you don't want to ask now, you can always drop me an email. It's socialmedia@easyfundraising.org.uk, or you can tweet us at EasyUK and ask us any questions there. This webinar and any links, anything we've mentioned, will be available after, so we'll drop you an email with how you can access it and watch again to anything that you might want to pick up on. Okay, brilliant. Well, have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.